I try, not to be like all doom and gloom here on my page. When there's good news, I try to talk about good news. When something bad happens to Donald Trump, I try to cover that. One of my favorite things to talk about, because, there's everything going on in DC, but the states are the laboratories of democracy. That's right. I've been hearing that since I was a kid. And the states is where all the crazy perverts are. Oh, yes. And we got another one. This week. Oklahoma, the state school superintendent. He loves Donald Trump. He has demanded that every classroom for state schools, K through 12, have a Bible in it. And I think Oklahoma even allocated like $3 million to buy Trump Bibles for their classrooms because it's always about the grift. I think he's one of the guys who also demanded that his name's Ryan Walters, and he just looks like an evangelical douche. I think he's one of the guys who demanded that the Ten Commandments be also displayed in every single classroom. Well, it appears that he got in some trouble over a Zoom meeting. And apparently he's on a Zoom meeting, and on a TV screen behind him or to the side, visible by other people on the Zoom meeting, was like some late 70s, like full bush porn on the screen of this devout evangelical Christian who is ramming Jesus down the throats of your school children in Oklahoma. 2 Oklahoma Board of Education members said that Ryan Walters was not apologetic after a video of naked women played in his office during a state meeting. An investigation is underway after a television screen. I'm reading this from Rolling Stone. An investigation is underway in Oklahoma after a television screen in the MAGA state school superintendent's office reportedly showed a video of nude women during an executive session of the State Board of Education on Thursday. The images reportedly appeared on a screen in the office of Ryan Walters, Oklahoma's far-right superintendent of public instruction. Public instruction? I mean, it was full bush. Walters previously told schools to teach the Bible and 10 Commandments, demanded that students watch him pray for Donald Trump, and named transphobe Chaya Reichik, who runs Libs of TikTok, to a state education committee. He also tried to use state money to purchase Bibles for classrooms that matched the specifics of those marketed by the president and his family. As you might expect, Walters has led a crusade against pornography in school libraries. 2 members of the Oklahoma Board of Education said they were shocked at what they saw on the screen on Thursday. I was like, those are naked women. Board member Becky Carson told the Oklahoman. And then I was like, wait a minute. Those aren't naked. Surely those aren't naked women. Something is just playing a trick on my eyes. That was the full bush. Maybe they just have on tan bodysuits. This is just really bizarre. I saw them just walking across the screen and I was like, nope. I'm sorry I even have to use this language, but I'm like, those are her nipples. And then I'm like, that's pubic hair. What in the world am I watching? I didn't watch a second longer. She was interested. She was very interested. And then suddenly she lost all interest. I was so disturbed by it that I was like very loudly and boastfully, like I was a parent or a teacher, I said, "What is on your TV? What am I watching?" He was like, "What? What are you talking about?" He stood up and saw it. He acknowledged that he saw it. And I said, "Turn it off." And he was like, "What is this? What is this?" So he acknowledged it was inappropriate just by those words. And he was like, "I can't get it to turn off. I can't figure how to turn it off." And I said, "Get it turned off." So finally he got off. Finally he got it turned off, and that was the end of it. He didn't address it. He didn't apologize, and nothing was said. So the uber Jesus MAGA evangelical, super judgy, and he's also just super judgy, conservative superintendent for the entire state education program is rubbing it out in his office, watching full bush porn. Did he even check? Because when you log into Zoom for a Zoom meeting, when you click on, like, there's a Zoom notification on your calendar, and you click on it, and it says join Zoom, and you click yes. And before you join the meeting, and this is one of the most crucial program benefits of Zoom, Zoom will pop up on your screen, but the only thing that pops up is what your camera sees of you and your background, so that you can scope out how you look, you can scope out your background, you can make sure you didn't leave any gigantic sex toy on the bookcase behind you. Presumably, you would also be able to check and see whether or not you had any late 70s full bush porn going on a TV screen behind you. And see, that's where Superintendent Ryan Walters went wrong. I think he just skipped that screen and went right ahead to join the meeting. Yeah. So Carson and another board member, Ryan Detheridge, said the video looked very retro, but did not appear to depict any sexual intercourse. I don't know if he turned it off or switched the channel. I don't remember, said Ryan Detheridge. I was surprised that when he came back on the table, he was not apologetic. I didn't ever hear an apology for that being on, and he didn't seem to be fazed by what was going on. So another member of the Republican State Senate, Lonnie Paxton, said this is a bizarre and troubling situation that raises serious questions about the events of what took place during yesterday's executive session during the Oklahoma State School Board of Education meeting. The accounts made public by board members paint a strange and unsettling scene that demands clarity and transparency. Yes, it's strange and unsettling that an overtly, loudly, and very controlling evangelical white man behind closed doors watches full bush porn, because nothing like that has ever happened before in the United States of America. This is the very first time that a straight, white, Christian, evangelical, MAGA man has been caught being a pervert. It's never happened before. Anyway, I just thought that was a fun story and would be a nice little palate cleanser for all of us today on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe, and always check your Zoom background before you join that Zoom call.